6. And it'll be a pretty good birthday present too. So they are round onto the grid now.
Yep, they are ready for race start from race control. Here we go then. Watch the lights is the cry. Flag marshals clearly there. The revs rise. They're missing somebody from the middle of row 3. We'll worry about them in a moment. And what a fantastic start. Is that Michael Mills from the middle of the front row getting the jump there? What a brilliant start from Michael. He has got unfinished business in this class. It certainly seems that way. I guess the one to watch after his performance early, though, is Joey Lambden, because he didn't make the start, but good grief, he really came back very strongly, didn't he, Bradley? Zach Weston's got, Zach's got to be right in the mix there as well. Sorry, go on, mate.
There he is in third place, Zach Weston. Oh, bit of a moment there. That was a big old slide, but a great save from Zach Weston. That'll drop into around about 10th position, we believe, as you go in towards Surtees. But,
that was, absolutely. That was definitely a serious Marc Marquez wobble going on there, that's for sure. He managed to get onto the curb, keep it upright, but that would definitely got bits of his anatomy twitching rather like a rabbit's nose, I would have thought. Over the line we go then. It's Mills, Pallet, Lambden, Hurst. Good start from young Sam there. Best we've seen of him this weekend. He makes up 4 places on the opening lap. Henry Ross, then it's Glenn Walsh, Tustin, McRae, Weston, Gower, Cunningham. Who's the fast movers there? Walker making up 3. Kai Dickinson loses 3. Zach, unfortunately, loses 6 places on that opening lap with that big wobble there. That was an expensive bit of a wobble he's had there. That'll be Louis Kershaw back there on the 565 machine. He's had a bad opening lap as well, as Mills goes over the timing beam out the back there, along with the rest of the field. And it is, unsurprisingly, Lambden who's the quickest man. I say unsurprisingly because we saw this before, didn't we, Bradley? He stalked him and passed him very quickly. Pallet enjoys a lead of .397 over the line for the first time. Second time of asking, they come across the line. He enjoys a lead of .741. But hey, look at that. Fastest man on the track, Joey Lambden. So I tell you what, Matt Pallet, you're going to have some competition in just a moment. Zach Weston, did he move up there?
Yeah, Joey Lambden, up the inside, but gets his nose chopped off by Matt Pallet. And you know that Joey Lambden's just going to fight back as they go in towards Graham Hill Bend. He's about 5 bike lengths behind, but closes that down to about 0 as they go into Graham Hill Bend there. And that is Sam Hurst in 4th place, so good stuff there for Sam Hurst. The highest he's finished so far this weekend is a 7th, and he followed that up with an 8th earlier on today as well. So to see Sam in 4th position, that's good stuff.
Yep, his Team Valley 91 team will be cheering him on there. All the guys from Hampton Bridge, they do a fantastic job there, as Pallet now goes purple at sector 1 as well. So I tell you what, Lambden's going to fight in his hand. He's going to go for it surely at Paddock Hill Bend. It's a long way back. Those guys are so strong on the brakes, the pair of them. All this, of course, arguing is allowing our leader to get away only by a fraction of a second, but he does do a 49.6 against the others 49.7. So that is the difference. It's a 10th of a second. And a 10th of a second in bike racing is an absolute lifetime when you're going for the line, that's for sure. So leader is breaking away, then the next two are getting away. Sam Hurst is heading the next bunch, which is Hurst, Walsh, Ross, Tustin, McRae, Weston and Cunningham. Unfortunately, Weston, after that little bit of a wobble there, it shows you how close this is. Kid as talented as young Zach Weston has one little wobble on an opening lap, and bang, that's him down into nowhere position in relative terms. However, out in front in somewhere terms is Michael Mills. That fantastic start is definitely paying dividends, but Joey Lambden, and now who goes quickest there? Way back down in 6th place.
That's Michael Tustin.
Michael Tustin, isn't it? Yep. It's a great ride from him. He goes past on Henry Ross and Zach Weston, though. He does not want to be 9th. He goes quickest in sector 2. He's got the problem of that's Luke McRae ahead of him by 0.2 of a second. So very close stuff, mate.
Just having a look there. Your race leader, Michael Mills, has got an advantage of 0.8 of a second. His fastest lap of the race is a 49.5. Zach Weston is a 49.8, and he's 9th. Just goes to show how close it is.
I know, absolutely. You want to be in the hot 49s here, so... oh, no, I thought it was something just that's in the sun where the shadow is catching it. Such a tight group down there. Absolutely on the edge. Over the line they go.
Joey Lambden's on the rear wheel of Michael Mills now. It was 0.8, it's now 0.1 as a 48.7 comes in from Joey Lambden. So he's decided enough is enough. He wants the race lead. So we're going to keep an eye on Graham Hill Bend, because that seems to be Joey's favourite part.
Well, he seems to be pretty strong around the whole track. In fact, most of these guys seem to be strong around the whole track, because, as you say, the lap times separate them by very little. He does close up under brakes and lights. To say he goes from a fair way back to 0 way back as the rest of them come down the hill. Sunny side up is what we like to see. Traffic should not be an issue here. All these guys are quick. Slowest man on the track is doing a 54.8. Okay, so that is a pretty quick pace. However, I must admit, 54.8 when the other guys are doing 49s, that does mean you could get lapped, of course. We'll wait and see. It could be on the last lap, though, as Mills and Lambden go past us once again, separated by a tenth of a second. PB this time for Mills, 49.297, but he's got to be into the 48s if you want to be the really hot pace. However, if you're in the 48s, it means you're running second at the moment, unfortunately, so wait and see. Matt Pallett manages to hold on to that third place and that big gaggle of bikes. Is that Sam Hurst getting challenged there, mate?
That is, yes. Sam Hurst just succumbing to the pressure now applied by Michael Tustin, number 164. So Tustin now ahead of Sam Hurst. He made up 2 positions on the previous lap, did Michael. Makes up 1 more. He's into the top 4. And Glenn Walsh dropped 2 positions on that lap. So the top 9 covered by less than 5 seconds.
Yeah, not a lot of room to play with.
The gap was 0.108 between Mills and Lambden. This time around it's 0.083 as Lambden again has a look at the inside, but there's no room. We're over half race distance now, 5 laps to go. And Joey Lambden, he just closes up so much on the brakes into Graham Hill Bend. And these back markers that you mentioned, Keith.
Yeah, they're going to come into play, aren't they? You're right, mate.
Absolutely are.
No, you're right. I didn't think it would be to the end of the race. That's a relatively slow back marker they're catching there. These guys are flying. I actually think that what Lambden's doing is he hasn't got enough of an advantage to find that gap. And his rival is not making a mistake, Michael Mills. Very clean. They both get past the back marker very rapidly. I'm worried about the next bunch. But he's looking for that slight mistake, that slight advantage. I don't think he's got enough in hand. I think in the same places he is strong, I think his rival is strong. If he can get past, I think the lap time suggests, and his previous results suggest, he can go quicker. But he's got to find that little bit of a gap, so the back markers might give that to him. As Zach Weston now gets the PB, makes up another place. He's up for 5th, young Zach. Another good birthday present coming on here. He's only 0.08 of a second behind Tustin, who in turn is only 600 behind Pallett. So that is a great scrap there for...
Here goes Joey. Joey up the inside of Michael Mills. There's a change of the race lead there. Michael Mills looking to get the cut back and use the power of that R6, but I don't think it's to any avail because Joey Lambden leads the way now. And let's have a look at the lap times. There was only 5 1,000ths of a second separating their lap times last time around.
Yeah, absolutely nothing between them. They were following each other. Now, Lambden's gone around the outside of the back mark. I think he might have got an extra bike length advantage there. There's another 3 or 4 back markers who might yet come into play here because you've got to think Michael Mills wants this as well. He's a previous... Oh, look at that, straight back at a paddock hill. That is Mills down the inside. Does he hold on to it? Oh, how brave is Lambden? He cuts it back. He's going to go the inside. It's Mills leading. Lambden up the inside, though, side by side, stuff under brakes, and it is Lambden who takes the lead, runs it a little bit wide, though, so Mills comes back down the hill. Side by side, back marker in the rain, and Lambden goes the inside, the back marker moves out the way, and he cuts our Mills up. So Mills has just lost the back marker, shuffled so badly. Back marker has no idea he's there. That's got to be so frustrating for Michael Mills as Joey Lambden screams off into the distance there. Tustin has gone past on Pallett on that indeed with Weston trying to catch up, but that was desperately unlucky for Michael Mills. He lost the back marker shuffle big time there. Now Lambden's got his head in the shed. He is desperately trying to punch his way through the next patch. Mills goes with him though. The gap is down to 0.2 of a second. We've got 2 laps left in this race. What a great way to finish our first day's racing. PB's coming in from Weston and Pallett as Weston moves up into 4th place. He is only 0.071 behind Tustin. Can he clamber onto the podium as
He's
well?
moved up to 3rd already. He's ahead of Michael
fantastic.
Tustin. So Zach Weston now relegating one of the back markers there. Through goes Tustin as well. Matt Pallett goes around the outside, loses out a little bit. And yeah, so loses out quite substantially there. In fact, there's number 212, Matt Pallett. But yeah, all eyes to that battle at the front there. We've got a lap and a corner to go. So when they come across the line, the last lap flag will be shown, and it's Joey Lambden, number 3, with the advantage.
Oh, absolutely fantastic stuff from Joey Lambden there. Big up to Zach Weston. I know the NW Racing team down there on the bottom of the hill will be cheering their rider on, as Mills has another look at Lambden. Can't quite do anything there. Is that Weston holding on to that 3rd place there, mate? Is he celebrating his birthday in style?
So Weston's now down to 4th place.
I thought he had been.
Michael's through.
Oh, we'll wait and see. Can Zach do it? I'm still sitting here. Michael can do it as well. No more back markers to play a part, surely. We go down to Graham Hill. That is where Lambden is strong. Is Weston strong there? No, he can't find a way either. We're running out of time very rapidly here. This is the last lap. It is going to be Lambden surely leading Mills across the line. No more back markers to come into play to muck up anybody's race, I don't think. We come off at Clearways, and sure enough, Joey Lambden's got great drive coming off of there. He led over the line by 0.3 of a second last time. I think he's going to be delighted with this second win. That is absolute action. He punches the air with glee. Michael Mills, Swan's going to line. Look at this side by side. Oh, there's the photo finish right there for you. I really don't know. It's given it to Weston by 0.032 of a second over Tustin. I think I'd say Zach got it on the inside there. Absolute fractions of a second. We are talking about a wheel width kind of thing here. 300ths of a second is not a long time in bike racing. It will go to the photo finish, but I genuinely believe Zach Weston has just picked himself up yet another medal, and on his 16th birthday, 2 medals in a class you're competing in for the first time ever is absolutely brilliant. Zach is also leading him. He's trying to do a wheelie. Need to work on that skill a little bit, son. Maybe a different gear there, but hey, you ride like that, I'm sure you've got the talent to do it at some point. Fastest lap, personal best that time for Tustin as he tries desperately to hang on to that third place, but Weston says, no thanks, I will go 1/10 of a second quicker than you and I will nick that off. Matt Pallett, after a great weekend's riding, takes 5th place.